Over the past 2 decades, a growing number of K-pop idols have taken the boldest step possible, suing their agencies. From contract slavery to physical abuse, these lawsuits exposed everything. And the most shocking part? Some of them actually won. This is the story of 18 K-pop idols and groups who sued their agencies and changed everything. It all started in 2009, when 3 members of TVXQ, Jaejung, Yuchin, and Junsu, shook the nation by filing a lawsuit against SM Entertainment. At the time, TVXQ was dominating the charts, especially with their Japanese success and the global hit Mirotic. No one expected idols at that level to challenge their agency. The trio later formed JYJ, and while the lawsuit ended in 2012 with a settlement, it left a mark. JYJ accused SM of unfair profit distribution and overworking them without proper rest or health considerations. Though the lawsuit ended in a settlement in 2012, the aftershocks never faded. JYJ was quietly blacklisted from major broadcasts for years, and the silence was deafening. Even years later, the scars lingered, as seen when Jaejung and Junsu emotionally reunited on air, still unsure if they'd ever be fully welcomed back. Later that same year, another bombshell dropped, this time from Super Junior's Han Gang, the first non-Korean idol to file a lawsuit, took legal action against SM Entertainment. As a member of Super Junior, he revealed he hadn't been given a single day off in over 2 years, leading to serious health issues like gastritis and kidney disease. In 2010, the court ruled in his favor, and by 2011, the case was closed with a mutual agreement. Han Gang would go on to become a top star in China, but his case further exposed the inhumane treatment idols often endured in silence. In 2013, the money scandals began. Block B filed a lawsuit against Stardom Entertainment, claiming they hadn't been paid in nearly a year. The situation worsened when it was revealed that an executive had allegedly disappeared with $70 million in funds collected from the parents of Block B's members. Although the lawsuit was ultimately dismissed due to legal technicalities, Block B left the agency and signed with a new label, proving that idols were now willing to take legal risks to protect their future. Years later, SM Entertainment faced another rebellion, this time from EXO. In 2014, Chris left the group and filed a lawsuit citing poor treatment and violation of human rights. Not long after, Luhan followed suit, and in 2015, Tao filed his own case. All 3 members accused SM of excessive control, racial discrimination, and unfair distribution of profits. The cases dragged on across borders, with SM countersuing in Korea and China. Though the public response was divided, one thing was clear: idols were no longer willing to suffer in silence, and the power imbalance was starting to tilt. That same year, another fight brewed quietly under the surface. B.A.P filed a lawsuit against TS Entertainment, revealing that despite generating over $18 million in revenue across 3 years, the members had received only a tiny fraction, just 1%. After a year-long battle, they eventually reached a settlement, but the damage was done. Their star power dimmed, and in 2019, they quietly disbanded. Around the same time, Wanaone's members Lai Kwanlin and Kang Daniel filed lawsuits against their agencies Cube and LM Entertainment. Both idols claimed their agencies sold their contract rights without their permission, leading to a long and painful legal battle. Both emerged victorious, with Kang Daniel even founding his own agency afterward. But the damage to their careers wasn't easily undone. In 2019, another idol broke the silence. Samuel Kim, once seen as one of K-pop's most promising solo acts, sued Brave Entertainment for manipulating finances and dragging him into a shady crypto business completely unrelated to his music. Though he won, his career took a serious hit, and he remains absent from the industry to this day. Few fans know that Jiwoong from Zero Base One once lived through one of K-pop's darkest chapters. Before the fame, he spent nearly 7 years as a trainee, finally debuting in 2016 as a member of the group INX. But behind the scenes, things were far from glamorous. Their agency was severely negligent, forcing the members to cover their own living and promotional expenses. Eventually exhausted and financially burdened, the members sued the company, and won. While INX never officially disbanded, their careers quietly dissolved, collateral damage in a system that had already failed them. But the nightmare didn't end there. Jiwoong later joined 18, a group that would make headlines for all the wrong reasons. In 2018, 6 of its 10 members filed a lawsuit against their female CEO, accusing her of inappropriate behavior during a dinner in Tokyo. 2 of the victims were minors. The situation reportedly escalated, with members being overworked, isolated, and left struggling with severe mental health issues like anxiety, trauma, and insomnia. In 2023, the court ruled in their favor. 18 had long disbanded, but Jiwoong's return to the spotlight stands as proof of just how strong some idols must be to survive. Then came the TRCNG case, a legal storm that fans still talk about. In 2019, two underage members, Woo Yop and Taeseon, sued TS Entertainment, alleging child abuse, assault by managers, and mental manipulation. One member was hospitalized from injuries sustained by a manager. Another was branded a psycho for speaking up. Allegations included being forced into adult venues, extortion, and physical violence. Eventually, the entire group filed for contract termination and disbanded. TS Entertainment, denying everything, shut down shortly after. In late 2022, one of Korea's most beloved singer and actor, Seung-gi, dropped a legal bombshell. On December 22nd, his legal team revealed that he had filed a lawsuit against Hook Entertainment's CEO, along with several former and current executives, accusing them of fraud and embezzlement. The allegations were staggering. For nearly 18 years since his debut, the agency had allegedly withheld all of his music earnings, completely hiding the profits he generated as a singer. Despite releasing multiple hit songs and albums, Seung-gi was reportedly told he was a minus singer, earning nothing from his music. But it didn't stop there. The lawsuit also claimed Hook executives had withheld portions of his commercial earnings from brand endorsements by manipulating financial records. The case shocked fans and industry insiders alike, not just because of its scale, but because Seung-gi had been seen for years as one of the industry's most trusted and successful stars. What made it even more powerful? He didn't just fight back, he gave back. After recovering unpaid earnings, Seung-gi donated the entire amount, over 5 billion won, to children's hospitals and underserved communities. His decision to speak out peeled back yet another layer of how deep the exploitation can run, even at the top. Meanwhile, another girl group was quietly fighting their own battle. GWSN, a once promising K-pop act, successfully terminated their exclusive contracts with the Wave Music after winning a legal case. The court found that the company had failed to meet basic contract obligations, including the mishandling of visa paperwork for foreign members Mia and Susu, which caused major disruptions to their activities. On January 22, 2023, GWSN officially disbanded. Their legal victory marked yet another moment where idols chose to fight for fairness, even when it meant the end of their group. As the years rolled on, lawsuits became more frequent, and the names involved got even bigger. In 2023, 3 EXO CBX members, Baekhyun, Xiumin, and Chen, filed to terminate their contracts, citing 17-year terms and lack of financial transparency. Fans instantly connected it to JYJ's legacy. SM denied everything. Just days later, both sides released a suspiciously sanitized joint statement. "We've reached an agreement." Fans weren't convinced. The silence echoed JYJ's aftermath. Omega X's story echoed similar pain. The group revealed they were assaulted and intimidated by their own agency, Spire Entertainment. In 2023, they won their lawsuit after uncovering a trail of withheld finances, forced performances despite health issues, and severe mistreatment. On May 7, 2023, it was announced that the group had parted ways with Spire Entertainment after terminating their contract. In July 2023, Omega X signed an exclusive management contract with IPQ. LOONA's legal war came next. After Chuu's controversial removal, 8 members filed lawsuits, saying their trust in the company had been irreparably broken. The court sided with them. In the months that followed, every single member won their case, including those who hadn't sued initially. But BlackBerry, refusing to let go, declared they'd pursue further legal action against all 12. The group may be free, but the war isn't over. And if you thought things couldn't get wilder, cue 50-50. Once hailed as K-pop's next big breakout, the group's story flipped into chaos. Their agency accused internal staff and Warner Music Korea of backroom deals and sabotage. But then the group fired back, suing their own agency, citing health negligence, shady finances, and manipulation. It's a tangled mess still unfolding in real time. As Dispatch continues to expose the behind-the-scenes drama, fans are torn. Who's protecting who? In early 2024, KG from VCHA filed a lawsuit in the Los Angeles Superior Court against JYP USA, alleging serious mistreatment during her time as a trainee. According to the legal documents, she claimed there were instances of excessive work hours, neglect of basic needs like food and rest, and emotional distress. One of the most heartbreaking claims involved a fellow group member who allegedly experienced a mental health crisis, something KG says was ignored by staff. This case is still ongoing, but if proven true, it could spark international investigations into K-pop training systems. In 2024, even the global sensation NewJeans wasn't spared. They accused their agency, Adore under HYBE, of violating their identities and achievements, claiming their contracts were not being respected. In return, Adore sued to enforce their contracts, accusing the group of trying to cut separate deals without approval. The case is still unfolding, but with the industry watching closely, it may become one of the most influential lawsuits in K-pop history.